Mr. Conley. Hello. I have never, well, not on YouTube. I do it quite frequently. That is, I haven't pulled any cards in a while because generally speaking, in my own reference point, I pull them most when I don't know what to do. So maybe I've had some boring times, which I guess sometimes we can wish for when things are tough. No, it's not the door. No, Dewey. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are open to this thing. It occurred to me that we all have intuition and we can all pull from greater than is just us. So if you're interested or have a question or a situation that you would like more insight into, or maybe strengthen your own insight into, then that's what I'm going to do here today. Right now, you're the only one, Chris. It's you and I. I have had a little stress lately. Vocationally, I guess you could say. There's lack of communication that I would like to remedy if I can. So I actually pulled a card that is the thumbnail for this video. That it's a personal matter and I don't want to, but like I said, if you have something you would like to ask or find some insight into so that you can use your own discernment, that's what I'm going to do today. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you for being here. Simran, welcome. Mr. Conley, welcome. So I have not, due to my own, what is it? I don't know, resistance? Why do we not do things we know we should? Matcha. Much appreciated that you're here. Naya Mary, well, hey. Hey, Kwan Nguyen, welcome. Low contact. I don't know what that means. Hopefully you guys can see this okay. I have a deck that I use, that I have used for years. And you know what? I got this map when I thought I was floating on a ball. And it is the Enchanted Map Oracle card deck. Well, I don't really know you. I don't generally let people I don't know be monitors the first time they ask. So we'll see how it goes. I always have an open mind to that sort of thing. So hang tight. You never know. Anyways, if anyone has a question that they would like insight into, I will honor that as it were my own. I will give to you what I would intuit as if it were on my own behalf. So here we go. Sarah, hello. Anyone with a question, personal, grand theater, you know. Be well and be merry. Thank you for joining me. All right, dude, that's enough, buddy. Will I ever find a girl to accept my crazy worldview and belief in God? Let's see. Right away, that's a jumper. I'm going to put it right down in front of me. What up, sarcastic scoundrel? Cards here before work. Will you ever find a girl to accept my crazy worldview and belief in God? So maybe if you explain what belief is, like you want to have the exact same positioning. Hello. Or do you want like similar compatibleness? Like you can have two musical notes that are the same. Or you can have two notes that sing in harmony. So there's and of course the root. Sometimes it's easier to be in harmony. Just saying. I feel like you're a harmony kind of guy. I've got 3 cards right here. One was Spark. I'm going to show you. So I don't do tarot. Paraguay. I'm in Canada. Welcome. That's a long trip. Pull up a chair. Spark, upright. Same with tarot. If it was inverted, there'd be a different meaning. So, and I'm not a professional. This is entertainment, but I do have an intention to help others. So Spark was the first card. This is an inverted card. So we're dealing with the Magical Map Shifter. We'll get into that. It's inverted. I'll keep this quick and easy. And boom, we have Spirit of Play, also inverted. Spark. Briefly tell me why that's sweet. Oh. Hi, Vicky. Okay, well, let's get to it. So the first one is straight up. 34. I don't know if you guys are into numerology. Me, not so much. That's a 7. So that 9 is completion. 8 is the cycle. 7, you're almost there. Let's go with that. That's what I thought immediately. Tommy Rogers, welcome. So 34 in the book, upright. I'm just doing this because I feel like I haven't in a while. I used to have a pretty good flow with them. Arc. So you are a clear channel for divine creativity. I'm just going to read it and then make note of what I feel as I'm reading it. And if it resonates with you, let me know. There is a spark of creativity in you. This is for you, Chris. And you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Okay? Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with us who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking that fire is gratifying activity. Right. I mean, again, this is just me intuiting the cards as they come to me. There's no right or wrong way to do it. If you're a tarot expert and you want to give me positive, like construct criticism, I am super open. Oh, thank you so much. I'm going to do this more often, hopefully. So I'm going to go back and explain to you what jumped out at me. First of all, it's a good sign. It's, to me, if it's almost there, it's already in the mix. Co-create not only with others, but with our own divine self. I'm not going to get into too deep about where I think that's coming from or who it is, but right away, if what you're thinking about, and this is the card that came up, you can see right in here, little hearts. There's 2 hearts. They're not the same size. There's some lost. I don't know. There's she's playing a violin. The hearts look like they're dripping, and it looks like blood, but it's fire. Okay, so if you want to get into the elements and dive a little deeper there, you can. It's a fertile ground, so there's beginning here, okay? So it's a cool thing that you got that card to me. So the creativity, you start visualizing and picture what you want and expect it, right? It's saying, hey, it's already almost there, so just expect it as if it, open yourself to inspiration and allow. The word allow stood out to me, which might bring to the table something that you're resisting. Like, so allow it. Maybe there's someone who has potential to fill this role in your life that you haven't considered, and you should allow potential. That's what this world is we have potential, free will, if you will, to show you its beauty. Again, so that to me would say maybe your perspective of what is beautiful isn't developed, and by allowing potential, you'll have new perspectives of what beauty is. This is the perfect time. New relationship, again, that's a good sign. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences. So to me, co-creation would imply some like a divine connection. So let's go on to the next one here. This was a magical map shifter, okay? It was inverted or reversed, if you will. So let's go there. That's number 52. That's also 7. Again, I'm not a huge, I don't really, dig into the meat and potatoes of numerology too often, but if they stand out as coincidental, it's worth mentioning. So the reverse of the magical map shifter card, I'm going to just hold it upright so you can look at the imagery while I read it. And anything that stands out to you, mention in the chat, so I can, if something's standing out to you that you see in here, we can focus in on that. But reversed, the magical map shifter card may bring you the opposite what you seek. Perhaps you're in denial about your situation and refuse to see the truth. Or maybe you've been traveling down a path that's constantly led you to a field of poppies where you fall asleep and dream of desires that never find their form. Standing out right away, that to me is settling for less, okay? Don't settle for less, because that's off your path. To have the life you really want, you must match its vibrational energy and resonate with it. So again, perspective, right? How are you viewing something? You could be staring at the best thing for you, but if you're not really feeling it or you don't know how to look at it, that might be where the problem lies. Sometimes our greatest hurts and disappointments are what awaken us to our need to shift to a higher frequency. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this discomfort leads you to a more authentic life. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion that you cling to. Again, illusion, right? What you're looking at is not actually what you see. Know that treasure, sorry, no, I don't want to leave it out. Don't linger in the pain or blame the magical map shifter for alerting you to the illusion you clung to. Know that treasure lies elsewhere and can be recovered once you've healed the wound that is reflected in those who come to you as catalysts for growth. That's a big one there. As you experience yourself transforming into the highest version of yourself, you'll come to understand that you're always fortunate when you meet up with magic shifters. So again, good news. Let's go back and read it again in a little detail. So when it says it's, and I touched on opposite of what you seek, perhaps in your denial, you're in denial of your situation and refuse to see the truth. So be open to seeing things differently. It's very easy. And, I know the community that I'm in, and we've had to let a lot of things that we were taught about where we are and what is real. We've had to let a lot of that go. So bear that in mind in these moments, and don't be afraid to, look at something a little bit differently, hold it from a different perspective, and like fresh, clean slate, look at it again for the first time. to have the life you really want. I feel you know the life you really want, okay? So again, it's telling me to look back at this card. Good sign. It's a good sign happening. It's also saying shift to a higher frequency. So perhaps there is some old habits or things that are comfortable that, you know, like you just, like for me, when I'm having a hard time, I turn into a ravenous pit and I want to go to the grocery store and buy like chicken wings and like it's really visceral and like low vibration, right? Where I could just sit and think about what I'm feeling, but it's a distraction. I'm being very honest. If I got chicken wings in my cart, I could probably use a chat, but I'm using that as an example that maybe we can, you know, break some tendencies that we do and try to find a way to deal with them more inwardly instead of coping mechanisms outwardly. Again, if any of this is not, or thank you, Rum Solo, for that, because that's a weird one. Usually I am queen. Okay, right on. Amazing. Perfect. On point. Thank you. Okay. If your heart aches because someone is breaking it, this to me says that you big romantic, because you maybe are clinging to old perspectives that you're not allowing yourself to actually find. So sometimes we go through the same pattern, the same heartache, the same people, the same relationships, just because, and I don't see it as a bad way. Like you're not, oh, here I go again. I think that speaks a lot to someone when they don't want to just, you know, willy-nilly fly into something. They want to make sure that before they try something else that, okay, this really isn't working. So do not linger in regret for past. Do not let those feelings of, and again, I'm not saying you're a failure, but when I think about me and, you know, having to go through the same things over and over again, I attach the word failure to it, but that is not a good thing to do because it's only going to make you feel worse about yourself. And if we're trying to raise our vibration, then we want to be experiencing joy. So be nice to yourself. What you went through got you here and will become a tool that you can use in the future when you open your perspective and start seeing things differently. You have an opportunity to grow as a person, and the highest version of yourself is what's being underlined here. So that's number 2. There's one more in this that the cards just jumped out. This is Spirit of Place, and it is reversed again. It is the number 4. Okay. So the plan to fulfill your dream of finding someone may have been in the works. 4, sometimes, I mean, 4 sometimes is referred to as unlucky or bad. It can mean like the end of something, but it can also mean the beginning. Like when you think of, you know, at the beginning of the alphabet or when you start to count, 4 isn't that far in. So, Mr. Bird, welcome. If I have time, I'll do another one. So if anyone has a question, just ask me. So I'm going to put it upright, but I'm going to read the reversed version of 4. And while I'm looking here, I'm just going to put it down, find the page, save a little time here. 3, 4, Spirit Place reversed. Okay, so here it is upright, but be it known, it was reversed when I pulled it. So I didn't even read it. Something popped into my head. Don't overthink. As I was about to read, I heard, don't overthink it. And what I am going to read is, it's almost silly at the point sometimes. Don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Now, what did I ask you at the beginning? What do you mean by belief? If you want the same belief someone, it can be the same note or it can be a harmony, and those are work well together. So don't overthink it. Be open again, as we heard earlier, to looking at things differently, looking again at things you've maybe previously discounted. Also, when we create, when we define or detail our lives, what we think we want gets in the way sometimes. And what I suggest to do is just spend some time and out words, just close your mind and get a picture of yourself. Like you're watching a movie of yourself. What are you doing? You know, what is the perfect outcome looking like, as if it was, you know, shot on camera and you're watching it? Spend time there, okay? So don't use words and convolute things. Find images and use your own intuition here, okay? That's important, because I didn't even read anything yet. I just jumped right in. All right, so don't get entangled in details or desires that obscure the truth of your situation. Step back and ask yourself, what is the real nature of my inquiry? Even exquisitely seductive hidden agendas cannot conceal this. Trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in your ear. You hold the power to the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. Do you know what you believe? Are you happy concluding that's good enough? Maybe there's more for you to learn, to become, to pair with someone moving forward. That's available. That is potential right now. Trust your intuition. The spirit of place is whispering in here. You hold the power to tell the truth, first to yourself, then to the world. You can always distinguish between an essence that is true and one that is synthetic. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not for what you want it to be. There's a repeating message here. You're a smart guy. You'll know what to do. Be honest with yourself and remain willing to let your situation be revealed for what it really is and not what you want it to be. Stop thinking in words. Start picturing it like you're already watching the documentary about what happened so perfectly for you. Okay? An apple can't be orange, just as a dog can never be a bird. Mr. Bird. Are you trying to change someone or something to suit your agenda? Only when you see things as they truly are will you find the real treasure. So there's some repeating patterns here for you, Chris. What's my takeaway is I want to pull you one more card. I want to underline perspective and being open to having new perspectives. Open. Allowing, right? Think of it as like a funky adventure. Ooh, never tried that before. You know, I'm going to think of it this way or whatnot. So it's just underlining everything I said and highlighting some of the things I've already said. I think this is a really simple outcome and you just have to allow it. You can let go of some things from the things you might have done repeatedly in the past. Forgive them, forgive you. Forgive the entanglement, forgive the, my word, not yours, failure. Be kind to yourself. Spend time reinventing yourself, asking yourself, if this is all I know and that's good enough, that might make it harder for this union to occur. So one more quick one here. I'll just pull one in closing, my friend. I feel like you are going to find someone. I feel like it's going to be a surprise for you. Like you're like, oh, I can't believe it. And hello, this floated. So here's the one I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna flip it over to me. 15. One ring circus. I don't know how this is gonna, it might just telling me, come on, Christine, like you already know what to do here. So just sit back and watch the show. But reversed, again, look at the imagery and whatever you can take away from it, that's important. Trust your intuition. If you think that the sun won't rise without you, then it's time to change. Perhaps you believe no one will be there to help you, or you expect that you to do all the work, emotional or otherwise. This is a fear-based idea and only serves to alienate you from others by taking away their right to participate. You feel like you have so much to offer. Denise says stop focusing on that. Someone you meet might have something to offer you, okay? And it goes back to allowing it. Receiving the One Ring Circus card may indicate the misuse of power. Get up. Let go of the need to control how the wind blows and let others play their part. You don't need to be invincible. Invincible, have all the answers, or be the savior. Things done if you step out of your own way. Get out of your head. Allow this to happen. Stop making conclusions and be kind to yourself. Yet another meaning for this card suggests that someone else may be trying to control you. This needs to be addressed. Don't be afraid to set a boundary. This is a wonderful step to interdependence. Consider the example of two trees planted side by side, sharing the sunlight equally, neither overshadowing other. So I'm not gonna ask you questions because this is a public forum, but what I saw in my mind's eye was the two trees. So I don't know, sir, if you have had a previous relationship where children came as a result of, but once you do that, you are rooted in an in an interdependence, okay? And if this is the case, perhaps spend some time examining that past relationship and honor the connectedness that you have as a result of the children, but also understand that that is not for you anymore. That is in a way entangling you still, maybe on some level or not. Maybe there were some habits formed during that encounter that linger today that maybe also don't serve you anymore. So I love that song. I love Kurt Cobain. You're 4 years divorced. Okay. So thank you for sharing that. Let go. Okay? Because if you hang on, here's where all the women are. You're up here. Get off, climb down, go see. Okay? And the farther down the mountain you get away from this, let it go. Learn new habits, learn new processes, and embrace doing things differently, okay? Because One Ring Circus, you're gonna get the same thing over and over again. Next town. You don't want to do that, right? All right. So I didn't really get a lot of information about you have the same beliefs from what I read. I don't think it's going to matter. I think you're going to find someone who is not the same note, but someone who sings a beautiful harmony with you, and I hope that's helpful. And if you have any insight or feedback or further questions, do not hesitate. I guess I'm doing this again. What time is it here? It's 2:07. Does anyone have a question? I can do like one card maybe. Let me go back in the chat here, see what I missed. Hey gang. 1 in 1 billion at this point. All right, well, Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for that, what I consider positive feedback, because if it wasn't sounding accurate or it wasn't sounding like it was for you, then I shouldn't be doing this. I was moved to do that today. So again, Tommy. And so, okay, maybe I'm lazy. Maybe I was able to figure things out without, there's a lot of format to tarot that I'm unfamiliar with. You know, a rudimentary learning on that deck. But if you are moved to use them, then by golly, do it. I actually have a tarot deck for dummies that has like, you know, what does this card mean? And I'm still coming back to the enchanted maps. So do a reading, Tommy. Put it in the comments. What did you find out? Truth exists whether or not anyone recognizes it or not. Yes, this round, I do believe, operates mathematically, and we know about math. There is a mathematical equation. You know, when you look on it like integers, there's a mathematical equation for every truth and every lie available to be told or understood. So, but we have free will, you know, and I think love is always greater than fear. So if you can use your discernment to be brave enough to find what the truth is for you, then that's important. And when you don't know, be the zero. Be zero attached, zero connected. Just be in between. I think that's why we do this, right? I'm not on this side. I'm not on this side. I'm going to sit right here and just be. A lot will come to you at that point. So, good point. I'm from Canada. It's wintry out today. Nothing on the top but a bucket and a mop and an illustrated book about birds. You see a lot up there, but don't be scared. Who needs actions when you got words? It's my pleasure. Thank you. It would have been pretty boring if you didn't ask me that question. Again, I have time probably for one more quick one before I gotta go. So if anyone has a question, I will pull a card. I will do my best. I will honor it as if it is my own, and I will share with you what I'm learning. So, and Peaceful Penguin, whoever's still in there, thank you for liking, guys. Thanks for showing up. Dean, ask a question. Chris, ask me another one. I don't know what to say. Anybody? No. Well, maybe I'll leave it there then. I want to thank you guys. Are you from? I am from. Are you from? Where am I from? I don't even know where I am, man. What's happening? If I go outside and touch the ground, there are lots of people that would call it Canada, if that answers your question. Spaghetti or tagliatelle? Well, if that's the decision, I would have to ask what sauce you're using. I would like to. I don't have StreamYard. I think I have the option of adding one person at a time. But on my mobile, I don't know how to do it. I've tried. India, wow. That was a long trip. You must be tired. But I've been toying with the idea of getting some StreamYard or something. I don't really need, like, you know, heavy duty graphics or anything. But I am a musician. These are little mini bass guitars. I play acoustic guitar, banjo. StreamYard on mobile works best, eh? Huh. Food for thought. Well, good to know. I'm going to keep that in the potential files. And, okay, I had no idea. So yes, tagliatelle or spaghetti. Spaghetti would be like a meat sauce, mushrooms, tagliatelle, maybe a little more delicate, like chicken or like a, what's that pasta sauce that they make out of eggs? Ugh, it's so good. It's stupid. All right, I'm probably gonna have to make that for dinner tonight. Laces or Velcro? Moccasins. This girl wears moccasins. But right now I'm wearing rubber boots because the snow is 4 feet high out there, so. You come to my country. Right about now, I'd be highly interested in going to India because it is, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'll try and show you here. Winter, winter everywhere. It's winter over here and there. So, yeah, India would be a delight. Cab or booster? What does that even mean? Seeking more information. What does that mean? Ray, I'm like, don't pick booster, man. Don't do it. It's a trick. Anyways, I know that's probably not what you meant, but cab to me is like cab ride. Like, I don't know, but I spell it with a C. I don't know what that means. But hey. Oh, jabber booster, yeah. Do not, alarm, run away, walk away, go into the woods, dig a hole, hide there for roughly 4 months. I think that's how long it took for them to stop bullying everyone. But anyways, yeah, you know what to do there, folks. It's 2:15 here. If anyone I might not have, listen, Dean, you got a real question for me, or do you want to, Biden or Trump? Do you want to orange juice or apple juice? You support Palestine? I don't know what that means. Do you mean Palestine? I don't know. I have one question to ask Palestine. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. I don't know. I try to be in service to everyone I meet. They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. Support them, sun or moon. Well, you can't have one without the other. Ask Chris. All right, my friends, I'm gonna bail. I wish I had more time because this is fun. I'll do another one tomorrow. If you want the answer to a grueling question, come see me again tomorrow. And we'll do it again. Until then, be well. Thank you all, and we'll see you again. Hope that helped, Chris. I think you're on your way.